Hello there, I'm David Katzmeyer from CNET. I'm standing with the LG LA6200. This is a 47-inch LED-based LCD, one of the mid-range models in LG's 2013 lineup. There's also a 42, a 50, a 55, and a 60-inch member of the series. This is a pretty extensive series for LG. The LA6200's main step-up features are a 3D capability. We'll get to that in a little bit. It's also a smart TV, but it doesn't include LG's patented motion remote. It doesn't have that Wiimote sort of motion included with some of the higher-end LG TVs. With this, you get a standard clicker. Using that clicker to navigate the smart TV menu system is a little more difficult than if you did have that motion controller. There's just too many icons, a lot of clicking around, but of course once you get to where you're going, you'll find there's plenty of functionality in the smart TV suite. Doesn't include Amazon Instant, however, so that's one big mark against it compared to the other TVs out there. All told, however, the Smart TV Suite is pretty good. You do get an On Now feature, as if you do buy that extra remote, however. That allows the TV to interface with your cable box and search local listings. You don't get that functionality if you don't buy the $80 remote, so you might actually consider investing in that step-up remote for the ease of use, as well as the ability to operate these extra features. In addition to its brains, this TV also has plenty of beauty. It's one of the slicker looking TVs in its price range out there. When seen from the front, it's got a nice thin silver bezel. The stand allows it to swivel, and that stand also makes the TV appear to hover above a table, so all told, a really nice looking television. When seen from the side, it's not as thin as some of the edge-lit LED TVs out there. It's a little bit thicker, about the size of a standard LCD TV. That's because LG uses direct LED backlights as opposed to edge lighting on this less expensive model. So it's got the good looks and it's got the brains, but the 6200 doesn't perform quite as well as a lot of the other TVs in its price range. The biggest culprit is lighter black levels. That means the TV can't deliver that nice pop and contrast that you see on some of the other TVs we've tested. The blacks are relatively washed out, and that leads to some less impactful colors, and especially if you're watching in a dark room or watching a dark scene. Another issue is crosstalk with 3D sources. That's a ghosting that we really don't see on too many other passive 3D TVs, so it's pretty unexpected and results in some of the worst picture quality I've seen on any 3D compatible television. Inputs include 3 HDMI, 3 USB, and a composite video input for analog sources. Also, unlike some 120 Hz TVs, this LG doesn't have quite the motion resolution, so the image can look a little bit blurrier if you're sensitive to that sort of thing. On the flip side, it does have very accurate color, and the uniformity, again thanks to that direct LED backlight, is pretty good, so you don't get the hot spots associated with some of the other LED TVs out there. All told, however, the LA6200 is a relatively disappointing performer for its price range, so it's really not the greatest value. That's a quick look at LG's LA6200 series. I'm David Katzmeyer from CNET.